Animal Crossing. The game with cute little animals, capitalism, and fishing. This game has become a global phenomenon. With over 30 million copies sold, when all is said and done, it's probably going to be one of the best-selling games, at least on the top 10 of all time. That's insane. So, to celebrate the occasion, I wrote a 10-page script explaining why Stardew Valley is better in nearly every way. Please hear me out. Alright, so jokes aside, I really like Animal Crossing. I think its premise is nice, and it came out right as quarantine was just starting. It was the right game at the right time. And while I claimed otherwise, this isn't a video of me hating on Animal Crossing. However, this is a video of me comparing it to Stardew Valley. And spoiler alert, I like one more than the other. But you know, it's not necessarily black and white. I have to give Animal Crossing a fair chance. So, let's talk about New Horizons first, then we'll get to Animal Crossing. And if you're a Stardew Valley fan that's really impatient, well, here's a timestamp, you impatient little... Mental health is really, really important. A lot of us... God! Mental health is really, really important. A lot of us needed something to do, and, well, Animal Crossing New Horizons did just that. I know a lot of people that use this game to help them get through those first few weeks. I mean, it's a super cute game where you need to do tasks to help build up your village. Who needs human interaction anyways? It wasn't something that really helped my mental health that much, though. I'm not sure why, but it just didn't. I guess I found alternate ways to cope, but I won't fault the game for that. So as most people know, Animal Crossing is based on real time. It's September 35th at 27:14 LM here, and it's September 35th at 27:14 LM in the game. Assuming you don't time travel, and assuming you live in an alternate reality where September is a month. You know what? I need to stop making a joke every other sentence. It's slowing this video's pace down, and most of the people who have clicked on this video have probably already left. Oh hey, thanks for sticking around. The problem with that is that time moves without you. This is one of my least favorite mechanics in games, and if you think about it, I wouldn't be surprised if it became one of yours too. Allow me to use an example from a different game. Mario Kart Tour, if you listen closely, you can hear Nintendo Twitter coming out to kill me because I compared Animal Crossing to a mobile game. In Mario Kart Tour, you get a sign-in bonus every time you log in. Also, if you don't consistently come back, well, I hope you enjoy missing out on a lot of cool new exclusive tracks and characters. This creates an anti-player design. It tries to get you to play more and more, while also punishing you for playing less and less. You could miss out on some exclusive stuff that's only there once, and I mean, what's the point of playing if you can't get everything? There's actually a term for this, and lately it's been used to talk about limited releases like Super Mario 3D All-Stars, but the term is FOMO, fear of missing out, and it's becoming an increasingly more common practice. It's very common in the mobile industry, and Nintendo's starting to use it more and more, and we're just acting like we're okay with it. I'm more okay with Nintendo doing this for their free endeavors like Mario Kart or Tetris 99, because while it's annoying, it's a free game. But I paid full price for Animal Crossing. I did not come here for a game where I have to worry about coming in every day. Even if I get tired of it, I want to come in every single day just to be able to get everything they have. It's not fun. It's a shame too because nearly everything about this game isn't that bad. There's a fair amount to do in the game, but I mean, not that much. You can only fish for so long before it gets repetitive, and you want to find a less boring game to play. The characters are also, passable, even though Hazel is a... You know what? This is a family-friendly channel. No ill will here. And I just want to make this completely clear. If you enjoy this game, then that's completely valid. I don't want this to be a video of how Animal Crossing fans are so stupid, because they're not. They just like a different game and like different mechanics than I do. All that being said, I'd have to give New Horizons a 6 out of 10. It's not a bad game per se, but it could have been so much better. It's certainly not a must-buy for the Switch, even for casuals. Heck, it's not even the best game in its own genre, Life Sim. So, let's talk about Stardew Valley. Now, this game was released just over 5 years ago, in February 2016. Wait, how is 2016 over 5 years ago? What? I actually only just got this game for Christmas a couple months ago, and overall, I gotta say, this was my second biggest surprise of 2020. Celeste being the first, of course. Stardew Valley is about getting away from life in a generic city and escaping to live in Pelican Town. Pelican Town is tiny, with only about 15 people. However, this makes it feel so much more personal. These characters don't feel generic like the Animal Crossing characters do, especially in their personalities. You can get to know nearly every single person in the town. As you talk to them and get to know them, you'll get exclusive cutscenes and opportunities. I don't want to spoil too much in terms of the individual stories, but I will say they actually cover some real topics. Anxiety and self-doubt, to name a few. So I think just for that alone, Stardew Valley is worth its $15 price tag. The final thing I want to say in comparison to Animal Crossing is how time moves. For one thing, time doesn't move in real time. It moves much quicker, and it only moves when you're in the game. The game saves after each day, and if you don't go to bed early, it takes around 15 real-life minutes to go through one in-game day. This is perfect for bite-sized gameplay, and it's also short enough to be incredibly addicting. Overall, I'd have to give Stardew Valley an 8 out of 10. If you're looking for a nice, relaxing game, and honestly if you're looking for the best life sim game that there is on Switch, then this game is for you. Eric Brown will definitely be eyeing his future projects. And you should maybe too. Or no, it's your choice. The point is, buy Stardew Valley! Now, it's impossible to truly do this rivalry justice without this being the longest video on YouTube. I stand by my statement. However, I'm not quite done yet. I intentionally avoided a couple elements that these games share. So, put up the scoreboard. Let's do a lightning round with 7 topics. This looks nice, but I'm a sucker for good pixel art. Stardew Valley has some good online, but in New Horizons, you can send letters online and therefore send people stuff without having to be online at the same time. Plus, in Stardew, whenever you join a friend's world for the first time, you have nothing. Okay, give me a second on this one. At a certain point, Animal Crossing gives you a vault hole, and later a ladder to explore the entire island. However, there's not that much reward for doing so. In Stardew Valley, you get rewarded for digging deeper into the mines. Also, there's some areas like this part of the beach that you need to access to be able to marry. That makes it a lot more engaging. Once you get far enough in Animal Crossing, you can literally be a landscaper. Plus, you can choose where basically everything goes. Well, you can't change where everything is in Stardew Valley. That again makes it more real. However, in this case, I've still gotta give this one to New Horizons. Animal Crossing is overall pretty good. I don't usually have to think about whatever I'm doing. It's not perfect by any means, but I don't have any particular major complaints. But with Stardew Valley in handheld mode, I can never see the number of any given thing in my hotbar. I have to go in my inventory, and even then it's a challenge. Both these games receive updates pretty frequently, about every month or so. The average Animal Crossing update tends to add more content, but let's take a look at version 1.5 of Stardew versus version 1.6 of Animal Crossing. This is not fair. But regardless, there will be two types of people who walk away from this video. They'll either be Animal Crossing fans preparing to write an essay about how I'm wrong, or Stardew Valley fans smirking smugly. Of course, there's a mythical third person who actually gains a bit of respect for both games in some regard, but we all know that's impossible for the internet. But hey, maybe I'm being unfair. By all means, prove to me that you are one of those people by subscribing. Then I'll know you're not one of those other people. I am the king of getting people to subscribe. So manipulative, I can... Oh my god, I'm the king of so... Wait, stop the camera! Stop the camera! I am the king of getting people to subscribe. I didn't even get real orange juice. Ugh. This is a life.